Maç mı başladı? Harbi mi diyorsunuz lan? Siktir, maç başlamış. Maçız.
To work around Foxy just trying to work it. Oh no, Foxy what?
O neydi oğlum? O vuruş neydi?
Do it, Foxy. You're a madman. Yeah, just enjoy that for a second. Diffuse
Gördü mü?
That's so tough as well. Def has to smoke himself off.
Oğlum açar açmaz bu nasıl vuruş amına koyayım?
That comes through. At that point, he has to commit to holding one or the other, right?
They're one of the most clutch sides, man. I
Random
swear,
tıkladı.
it's like they don't know
Hemen
when
bir
they're
replay hocam.
done.
Bakalım aim lock var mı?
Beautifully done there by Foxy, but against Sushi Boy, it's finding two crucial kills to almost slow this down a little bit. At least even things up just a little ahead of this spike plant coming through.
Görmüş amına koyayım.
Ping.
Really well played. Like I said, some tough decisions for Defo to make in that 1v1.
GSTFR 15. renkli olsun, çok teşekkürler. VRR BL'de okuyacağım.
Again, another quick piece, a similar setup actually initially from Gambit, and they're straight up mid once again.
If you're going to tell me Gambit going fast straight up the guts, they're not backing away, they're not playing their passive approach they normally have. They are absolutely trying to tear into this. Now keep in mind this is frenzies and classics and maybe a ghost or two for good measure, so it shouldn't account to too much.
Spike down B.
Foxy should be able to clean up last as he does too.
Hey.
Remain though, that's good damage.
I mean, Gambit have drawn blood in that round. Force out a couple of purchases on the side of Gambit.
Fener maçı hangi kanalda?
See actually what the knock-on effect is there.
Eksen'deydi değil mi o?
See a little swap around the pistols. Looks like Crew's just gonna roll through with a ghost patty, or Sheriff. See what Sushi Boy settles for. Again, a much quicker look there from Gambit. Again, I think maybe just dismissing that round. Almost want to get it out of the way. See what they can achieve.
Berisha mı kullanıyor? Out.
Probably more than expected, to be honest with you.
Barajdan geçemedi amına koyayım.
They caught a glimpse then. Patty and Scary, this is a mid-crunch. You can see a lot of utility now being put towards this. Foxy playing to similar side, sprays in wildly, but look who's going to try and chase this down. It's Patty with a bouncer! Catches Corliss on the top side of mid, and now there's 4 alive. And look at this play coming out from him. He's still going to just keep going. That's going to be, I think, a rifle picked up as well.
İrfan varken Berisha kullanıyor amına koyayım. Ben anlamadım ki
Foxy
ya.
with the right timing, predicting it well, sprays in again, hoping for something to happen, and it just doesn't. Defo quiets him quickly, and the site is theirs.
Yeah, actually, the early information that X10 should have
Yok really
a
mate.
good understanding of.
Spike planted.
Still left Foxy last to hold down again with this purchase and
Eksen üyeliğim var benim ya.
whatnot drag through. X10 just looking to keep it honest, I say.
Takım keyif 13. en kutlu olsun.
Already Patty and Cruz setting up to play for some exits here.
Gol yemişiz ya biz. Frankfurt 1-0.
Actually, got to be careful here because Scary, I think, going to try and hold them here if they do opt
Kapatıyorum bu
to
maçı ya.
exit through spawn. Faster actually doesn't catch Scary, so and diligent here with the utility uses the cage there just to negate any of that pressure, and actually Gambit will have a pocket to play inside of because of the spike plant and the position. It's actually Patty that falls.
Suratına vurdu ya amına koyayım.
To try and get in there and find an exit.
So they keep all of, yeah, good stuff from Gambit. Nice
Evet,
to see.
Gambit başladı.
And I do want to highlight this again. I have to kind of go back and look at these first
Böyle
couple of rounds.
7-8 el alsa var ya çok rahat olur ya.
It's a tradition of what we'd expect from Gambit. But coming in today, I was, in the thesaurus, piling through, looking for patience, looking for how they're going to approach this. And the pace change is pretty notable here. Now, be it just because of its X10 or however you want to look at it, this is a different look to Gambit. So I want to see if this continues or if this is merely how they
Bugünün
want
son
to play
maçı
out a couple of rounds.
I think
Fnatic
in
vs
rounds like
Ç*EYREK
that as well,
Esports.
on X10 side, it's almost going to feel like we roll the dice, we spin the wheel, we push somewhere and Gambit aren't there, then they have a real opportunity to create a weak point. Their defense again, though, look at this. That's straight down towards mid here. No pressure on the side, but again, it's only one member really holding on to A site here, and that's Sushi Boy's inside tree. They'll set up a little utility from, that's not where that was meant to go.
Çok iyiyken selfie kamerası.
This is interesting. Again, now we see them swing back over after this initial exchange of...
And I mean, the thing that's just scared me, though, is that Foxy just got that kill on Redgar, who was literally sat to catch that. They're doubling down on this too. There's a lean back over. I'm looking at this because this is where the spike is.
Yeah.
If there was going to be another pick of a frag there, that could be a completely different look, even with that intention shown towards A. It could account to absolutely nothing. This could all be a bit of a bait to try and draw the attention back here, like, hey, ignore that maybe you saw a player and hopefully not the spike. But Foxy isn't falling away from this. He's still just kind of jiggle peeking that corner, trying to get that information. There it is.
30 seconds left.
Confirmation too, even goes for a second. That's pretty bold. He does have support there, and wait, he takes the fight too. Man is feeling a little frisky today. And the 4v3 faithful towards X10 Cruz. Again, these boys are brave to be peeking out like this. He's on an island, and now let's see if Nats can catch that flank. Gonna try and dice up middle, get around the back of them as the site is now under control. Nats can call this out.
Nets'in yeri çok iyi.
Are gonna be going down this way, surely.
Ama bunlar çok çabuk geldi.
Just puts himself on the line.
Güzel bir
Nats making his appearance. He knows there's one
V1.
more. He's 100%
Çözer. Net çözer.
He's just gonna sit this down. He finally gets off it. Nats drawn in. Has to now pay
Nice oğlum.
attention. Gets one turns.
Eş verme.
Where is Patty? Trying to bring that ult in. Patty just swings it out. And Nats will greet it with a
Bu da net
smile.
farkı ha.
The red ball clutch from Nats. Again, Patty a little disconnected there. Scary actually gets the half through, which is the right decision there, but unfortunately not able to buy enough time. And again, just that Fox
Nets ya, öz abim.
swing out from B main there. That's in rounds where we know Gambit are going to kind of sit a little deeper, spread a little thinner on their default. That's where you look towards both Cruz and Foxy to make use of things like the 0 point, the recon bolt, and kind of double down on that information, right?
Yeah.
You know, Gambit in these slower rounds.
Cool ya bir de
look for
böyle.
map control. They look for a weakness somewhere.
Günlük kahvaltıdan sonra atıyorum ya vuruşları.
Pop the Blade Storm. That's actually Chronicle catching it. Wallbang actually through the top box there. Patty feel it still in some of these rounds, Lauren.
Can't slow him down. The amount of faith he has in himself. Oh, you can see as to why. Patty with perfect connection.
Ya Patimpa'nın böyle ilginç oyunları var ya. Koparıyor beni ya.
They know the mid control. He tries to turn and just chase down the Jen. He's done it. Sushi Boy's great work there. Now the ult's going to be an issue. He can't get away from it. Chronicle going to do well in this regard. But it's into a 3v2, but the purchase, look what remains. Yes, Patty got the upgrade, but the others two are a little less than ideal. A Sheriff and a Marshal. This ain't the Old West. Chronicle gonna catch the cross. He's gonna be fine now. Door gets shut.
Aldılar ya. Shadows da Chronicle aldı. İzle. Helal oğlum Shadows. Helal oğlum Chronicle.
And we're down to one. This is the Gambit. It is hard to
Ananı
break through.
sikeyim.
Foxy, he finds a step.
Eyvah.
Wait,
No way.
Foxy? They're just doing the dance on the site. This is madness. Foxy needs to keep composed here.
Eyvah.
Chronicle's just trying to play the time. Play and roll the dice.
Foxy.
Adam iyi oynadı
Foxy's
Foxy.
outdone him.
The absolute gall on this man to pull the owl drone in that scenario, commit to the tag.
Oynadı, güzel oynadı.
I got really worried the first time we pulled it out. Really worried.
Eko verdiler
The
harbiden ha.
reposition there actually favored him. It gave him just a little opportunity to find that.
I have to say, there is something about watching X10 that they play
Hayırlı olsun
sometimes the
Eleven'cim.
lowest odd percentage, it looks like,
Kötü
and they
keyif
win
5.
it
en
out.
kutlu olsun.
Like, I don't know how to explain. Look at this. He comes in with a Sheriff. I'm like, all right, fair enough. And then gets away with this, gets the tag off it, and just closes down perfectly. 20 HP conversion there from them. And again, on the other side of things, I feel like Gambit, you're a safe team to look at, right? They win the rounds they're meant to, quote unquote, if you can really kind of work through that. But this is such an interesting matchup, 3-2 scoreline. And this puts it right back into Gambit's court, saying, okay, well, look, we've dealt with you now. What else do you have for us?
And the same questions arise. I think in my mind, it's can X10 keep up this level of pressure, particularly in the early round.
Garibanı tut bence.
So
Yo.
a key component in that regard.
Niye gariban abi?
Much slower on both sides.
Adamlar
actually.
çeyrek
Nats
finalde yeter da.
moved into a similar position.
Buraya gelmeleri bile şey yani.
And again, Foxy, again, once there's no real pressure here through B main, X10 are always curious to explore.
And hey, I like it on at least one side of the map, right? Like, I feel like as Gambit have kind of demonstrated they really do want that mid control as kind of a high priority. I do not mind the extremities being something that then gets answered back by X10. Keep some of the map in your favor. For now, it's a look towards short, but they hit the brakes. 3-2 split potentially towards A. I want to see if they can land this. There's still obviously that player on the site, and I'm looking at...
Navi aynen abi aynen.
No, he's going to tuck himself towards
Güzel bet Navi.
has to stay patient now.
Ne oluyor lan? Biri
30
yaladı.
seconds left.
Again, just dealing with the spy cam has drawn an extra body on the side of X10 towards A site, so the heavier of the setup here, the Skyflash probably going to confirm things here. Cosmic Divide will go up.
Bir böyle yapmadı mı biri?
Yeah, scary. Caught in the side of the head. Nats is going to fall to it, but it's Patty just making a show out of this one. Again, against the odds. I don't know how they do this time and time again. And Shados put to work as Defo waits to see if anyone dares come out, but it's all about the timing and it ticks on over.
Oğlum gidecek mi lan yoksa bu map?
One kill changes that, and it's the spike being dropped in the open there. Patty, again, the only one not to rotate. I think actually Foxy still beats him towards Garden and all the way back towards Heaven, but Patty again, they feel a lack of presence on the side of Gambit.
Amına koydum. Al ben de senin kulağını yalarım.
It's devastating for Gambit.
İyi kanka sen ne yapıyorsun ya?
They have to wait for the Cosmic Divide as well at that point. X10 don't even need to peek. You can see Patty demonstrating great
Ne
discipline
bu?
and not
Gambit
giving away another kill.
X10C.
Abi. Map'i aldı Gambit. Fracture'da.
Fracture.
Difo kızmış. Ha siktir bıçaklar gitti. Eyvah eyvah.
Kapattırdı oyunu.
Eyvah eyvah. Eyvah eyvah kanka. Kanka 1-1'e gidiyor maç kanka.
Kronikle.
Bu Navi piçe şey mi oynadı? İddia mı oynadı? Ha?
Bilmiyorum ki.
Gambit, maybe an adaptation here at least.
Ulan Navi
Again,
ya.
mid's not
Ulan
working
Navi.
for them. X10 are leaning so far away from it. And again, countering that kind of lack of presence.
Fener attı mı?
Like you said, focusing on extremities,
Helal
right?
abi.
Finding potentially, you know, Redgar or Defo, who's played pretty deep towards B line as well. Again, same default here from Gambit. You can see the spike just sitting
Bu arada
outside B lobby.
maç çabuk bitse de zaten 11'de başlatıyorlar kanka. 11'e kadar yapacak bir şeyimiz kalmadı.
Evet doğru ya. Niye öyle yapıyorlar acaba ya?
Hiç fikrim yok.
Because I guess they're going to expect the lean quickly to come out on the other side. So you can already see that rotation coming through. I think it's Foxy's who's leaning back towards CT. Yeah, he is. As Nat's going to put up a little bit of utility.
Yes, ASMR yayınım yok mu?
But again, this just keeps Gambit being pushed
Valla
away
Şuur'la
from
birlikte var gibi ya.
Var kanka ya. Böyle. Ahmet teşekkürler 10 lira bağışın için. Birazdan sol kulağa geçeceğim. Nasıl? Oluyor mu?
Here with the spike.
$10.000 daha bağış atarsanız bikinimi değiştireceğim.
Yeah, this is insane work coming out from X10. Yes, Chronicle's still alive, but only for so long. Sushi Boys is still.
Eyvah eyvah kanka. Eyvah eyvah.
This is incredible from X10. Not many teams can break Gambit like this. Their default has echoed through the scenes. Everyone knows it. And I've got to say it. I guess you're getting a good start on this half because you know the Nats.
Siz de bu işin kaşarısınız ama ha.
Out of Gambit. And suddenly, all that confidence from map 1, all those clutches that were so near and almost, almost across the finish line, are starting to come through. And honestly, it's not even just clutches, Hypok. It's the entire look from X10.
It is, and it's important to note there. It's just particularly this round when Nats is again looking to come forward, and I think
Keçim sana demedim ya.
Come through, we'll try and find the spy cam, try and feel a trap wire or something, and bait that rotation out. But X10 straight away, they sense that. Patty actually dips back into.
Defo mu daha kanser, Jumpy mi? Jumpy. Jumpy'nin kimse eline su dökemez o konuda.
That pressure on catwalk or towards tree almost means nothing because you can get so quickly back towards market. And Cruz is pivotal in that regard. He has to hold on to that market cross. And I'm actually really impressed so far. I said before, map 1, the biggest test here will be Gambit's default, right? Particularly on Fracture because it's...
Ben bu işi yapanlara kızmıyorum vallahi. Bu kadar uzun süredir bu şekilde yayın yapıyorlar. Millet deli gibi bağış, abone. Oğlum bir şey söyleyeceğim. Büyük emek var ha. Harbi diyorum. Oğlum saatlerce yalıyorlar ya. Saatlerce yalıyorlar. Böyle bir de öyle bir yalıyorlar ki böyle gerçekten emek var yani ya. Çalışıyor orada kadın yani. Kendine veriyor, gözleri dönüyor falan yani saatlerce. Helal olsun.
Yes, a couple of losses here and there, as the Death said, but I'm glad that they then expanded into out of how many times they played it, because it had been something that Gambit have always looked quite comfy on. Now, in my mind, seeing X10 just bounce back like this, maybe.
Setup'ı da az değil bu arada biliyor musun? Az para değil setup'ı yani. Bilgisayardan daha fazla.
Evet. Bayağı pahalıymış galiba. şeyler, mikrofonlar.
Hatta
Sen
aynı şekilde.
nereden biliyorsun saatlerce izle... Ya amına siktiğimiz salakları. Bakıyorum amına koyayım ilk başta açmış. Sonra 5 saat sonra bir daha bakıyorum hala yalıyor amına koyayım kadın. İlla hepsini izlemem mi gerek var? Bak gene bak unutuldu gene bak bu kullanılmıyor unutuldu gene. Ya o kadar soruyorum o kadar söylüyor.
Kulaklık o kadar amşam pahalı değil ama kullandıkları hatta çok
Mikrofon
pahalı
kanka
gerçekten.
mikrofon çok pahalı galiba.
Mikrofon $1500 $2000 falan civarı bir şey. O asıl hatta var ya hatta içinde durdukları.
Ha.
O $5000 $6000 falan kanka.
Ne hatta için ne yapıyorlar ki?
İşte hatta bu içeri koydukları şey var ya. İçinde durdukları havuz, evin içinde koydukları havuz.
O havuz mu pahalı?
Hı hı.
Kanka havuz ne kadar pahalı olabilir amına koyayım. Ah.
Kanka o kendinden de ısıtıyor amına koyayım. Leğen mi koyacaksın amına koyayım?
Şişme havuz amına koyayım ya. Al kanka trend yol amına koyayım. 158 lira kanka.
Siktir.
Aa bak.
Ticaretini yapalım biz amına koyayım.
And getting the response they want is scary now in a 1v4. 2 rifles recovered, light armor there, ults available. This is not looking nice at all. And the second you get complacent, Gambit will be right next to you. And I love this as well.
Abi çok cahilsin ama aman kardeşim bu konuda cahil olayım sıkıntı yok. Pompası da aynen hediye. Tabi.
114 santim mi?
Peki Rauf bizim ofisteki havuzda. Gerçek havuzda.
Siktir.
Bir anda. Yok mu sen ben. Burak abi. Kadroya bak amına koyayım. Jizo. Çağatay'la ya ikinci ayı kutlu olsun. Ne hipotermi? Ne
Kendim
hipotermi?
mola koyarım bu arada.
Ne hipotermi ne? Amına koydum mutisi. Sen hipoterminin ne demek olduğunu biliyor musun ha? Ne alaka hipotermiyle şeyle? Ani ısı değişikliğiyle ne alakası var?
Aynen
Aynen
deve
oldu ya.
güreşi yapalım abi. Sen sırtını alsana mı?
Eyvah kanka Bitcoin 47k.
Wow. Kafayı dikmiş aşağı.
Biliyorum yarrağım. Yarrağım mıyım lan gerçekten? Havuzda olursunuz bu soğukta. Ölürsünüz bu soğukta. Oğlum belki
Hiçbir şey
ısıtmalı
olmaz.
havuz amına koyayım.
Hiçbir şey olmaz. Ben oraya bir cannonball zıplarım. Su ısınır sürtünmeden.
Rauf'un vücudunun ısısı bile yeter onu ısıtmaya.
Kaynatırım ben orayı.
Duman çıkıyor değil mi amına koyayım? Rauf giriyor. Maçız maçız. Tamam güzel temiz girdik temiz girdik.
Arda Turan. Ha oraya kurmuyor ki. Ha biz atıyormuşuz.
Emir Uygun 100 bit yalvarırım ağzına al. Almam. Teşekkür ederim. Vermezler ya bunu. Eşvedo.
Yani Sker'in ultisi var da atacağını sanmıyorum.
Nice oğlum Redgar. Geri çıktın.
Dedim ve attı abi.
Defo, bravo oğlum. Ya Foxy şu Odin'i salın abi. Bravo, bravo. Tertemiz hadi 6-6 hadi. 6-6'dan net win. Abi başlangıç için hot tut. Bakayım. Abicim ama bu Biraz bizim Sinco'luk bir hat tut bu. Bunda anca Sinco yapar yani hat tutu. Sinco boğulur bunda. Aycan 15. ayın kutlu olsun. Çok teşekkür ederim. Çok sağ ol. Ah lan genç Rauf lan. Rauf gençken de tam dadaşmışsın ha.
Kanka burada
kanka.
saçımı üçe vurduydum burada. Ahmet dedi ki fotoğraf at görmek istiyorum saçının kısa halini. Attım amına koydum yaydı yer yere böyle.
And again, we've
or
seen,
space, I should say, the freedom that they're given.
Exactly, and again, I think I want to see if they have the adjustment on X10 to see what their plan is to try and deal with that. Because, as said, initially, yes, exploring it is fine. I don't mind that because at that point, X10's answer was still.
Ya ne istiyorsunuz benim sodamdan ya?
But a couple of times now they've started to struggle with dealing with that maybe B crunch off the back or wherever they've decided to go. But at 6-4 we come back into
Abi
it.
okur musun?
The buy's good
Okumam.
enough here so X10 can put whatever this tactical timeout's been into practice.
Öğrenmiş bit atmayı amına koyayım her yere bit atıyor bu çocuk ya.
Nereden buldu bu bitleri kanka?
Bilmiyorum kanka.
Nereden çaldın lan bitleri? Yoksa sen de Amerika'daki serverlardan reklam mı kas?
But that's the
10 yılda ilk defa
nuisance of
Ferit'e
these
bit
timeouts.
atıyorum.
Sometimes you're gonna be
Oğlum sen nereden buldun? Nereden buldun?
You know, it gives all that advantage to Gambit.
He?
Now they still have to try and make it work towards that A side.
Reklam izliyorum abi.
There is still that late mid pressure coming out.
O zaman tamam kardeşim helal.
Havadan geliyor demek ki tamam o zaman sıkıntı yok.
No, somewhat. Two players dedicated towards mid now. Falling away. Ping comes out. Nats has been noted and then some. And it's going to be this A piece where it looks severely like it right now. Paddy Pan waiting on the other side. He's going to put himself in a pretty brave angle. Gets himself out of danger, but it's Foxy to open up the account towards Chronicle.
That's a really early rotation comes down.
Oh, that
Bodies on
flash!
the line here from X10.
What a flash through the smoke. The
Ne
little
yapıyorsun
underhand
Paddy?
gives them
Kendine
at
gel
least
ya.
a fair fight and the timing worked out, but it's a 3v2. Divide goes up.
Bu eli almamız
Scary
lazım
gonna put
kanka.
himself on the line here. Body
Ya.
on the line. And he wins it, looking for the follow-up, gets it. That's X10 right back in this one now.
5 olalım bari ya.
Galiba Eko'yuz ya.
Beş olalım, beş. 5 olalım 5 kanka. Forcelayacaklar yani son round olduğu için. Hadi alaka. O siktir kanka.
Ne oldu?
Olay bu ya. Tam benim bütçeye uygun havuz. At top havuzu.
Ah siktir. Bunu
Abi.
kalkaresini yere götürürsün lan.
Ailemize bu yakışır. Çok iyi lan. Prefabrik havuz amına koyayım.
Pompası mı var lan onun?
Ha.
Now, this is where that mid adjustment, I do want to see if it gets tested. It looks like Gambit might have been looking to go back towards this, and we can see the Cruise is actually willing to take a fight on it for now. And he does have the player by his side tucked towards Pizza, but a quick adjustment up towards Cat, leaning in through short. Smoke, tree, all going to be coming on through, but you can see the setup here. They're trying.
Siz gelebiliyor musunuz? Hayır abi siz gelemezsiniz. Sadece oraya güzel kızlar gelebilir.
Defo.
Netse kanka netse. Çok güzel oğlum defo be.
Defo.
Netse yaraladı ama kanka netse de yazılır onlar.
Tabi tabi. Sürünüyoruz ama.
Muti sen zaten
Alamaz
kardeşim.
herhalde.
Sana ayrı bir yanıyorum Muti. Poor late 4. ayın kutlu olsun. Kaslı erkekler de olur. Sami sever.
Muti tam şey değil mi ya Ferit? Havuzda böyle şakası yapılacak tip.
Tam ya
Ama
tam.
özellikle ona yapılması gerekiyor.
But I have to give it a lot of credit to X10 as well, coming out here and looking definitive in the way they're playing, and I'm really liking that from them. I want to see more of it. But the question is 7-5 enough for us to keep faith going forward? And I guess it's not really on us to decide. It's going to be on the desk. So let's have it right on down to them. So let's talk through if this has been enough to get them back, maybe on the side of X10.
Thank you very much. Guys, yes, 7-5. It very nearly could have been an even bigger lead for X10. That pause coming in. I was saying this to you guys during
Yılbaşı
the
için
map, but
çorap
the
bütçe
famous
dostu.
Gambit pause where they seem to solve everything when they run into problems. Tom was really important.
Yeah, and definitely looks like a little bit of a scary guy. So if he told me to do anything, I'd probably fix all my
Abi bunu yanlış
problems.
yazmışlar
I also
ya.
think it's some of the pace changes from Gambit.
Bu böyle yapıyorlar, yanlış yazmışlar.
191 diladır ya.
İndirimde ama. Maç arası sarmadım abi. İzlediysen yeni geldim bilmiyorum. Bak burada. Burada. Oğlum niye kaç tane açıldı amına? Burada bak. Az kaldı. Bir 2 dakikası falan kaldı. Hemen bir 10 saniye daha izleyelim. Çok iyi. Abi bir oturuşta izlesen kesmesi zor oluyor. Amcık onu da yapın bari amına koyayım. Onu da kesin bari ya. Ya şu drop mimi bitsin artık ya. Tamam ya. Yeter bu abazalık ya. Bir kere izlediniz yeter da. Erogle. Abi Ramuz'da izleyelim. Bakacağım.
Oo çok iyiymiş lan.
Evet. X-Ray 24 çok haklı. Bak drop yerine boba. Tabi. Paçes. Tamam yeter zaten bu. Ne yapayım arabalar abi?
Seeing something a little weird here. They've walked mid and X10 have walked A. Spy cam here will.
Aynen öyle. Aynen öyle chat. Aferin işte bu ya.
They should already know at least. Spot a lot of bodies here but again Sushi Boys.
Ne yaptık? Midden mi yürüdük?
Güzel kill, güzel kill kanka.
Okey, retake almamız gerekecek.
Alırız sıkıntı yok ya. Bak şimdi Shadows halletti. Sağındaki duydu. Gördü, silahını da gördü. Hop tık tamam.
Nice.
Hemen şimdi short'a döndü. Orada şeyi verdi kanka, anladın mı? Tedirginliği verdi. Main'den biri gelecek tedirginliği.
Kabile taradı. Aynen öyle.
Tabi.
Attı kuşu da. Ağzına soktu kuşu. Ama kör olmadı.
Ama bunlar hiç tedirgin değil main'den. Keşke main'den gitseydi amına koyayım.
Defo.
Tamam aldılar ya. Bu kadar, bu kadar. Bu kadar. Let's go. Let's go.
And just a really proactive push through mid there. Again, it's almost like the stars align 4 on A site and 4 creeping mid on the flip side for Gambit.
Drop'a hayır demiş. Bu Şizo nereden buldu bu bitleri ya harbiden? Kanka ne alaka ya? Hayatta vermez bu bite para ya. Kesin bir yerden çaldı bu, buldu bir yerden.
Bit of this will be. Gambit haven't been super
Reklam
yapıyorsun.
They have looked far more human, and I think most people have probably lent towards that. I think it's a fair assessment. So for them, good start in the second half here. Takes a little bit of that pressure.
Oğlum salak salak hareketler yapma. Ciddi misin reklam?
Let's see if they can now define
Şizo.
more of this buyback in as well coming out. So do note that on the money. Defo. Now we're going to fall away to a deeper angle. He's going to be warded away.
Abi illegal olsa Twitch izin vermez abi.
Very slow in approach here. Actually, the only one probing on the side of X10, Foxy, take flight over towards A. And there is 3 members of Gambit that side, but kind of cool. I think only spots 1 on the back of the Owl drone. Gambit hold tight for the time being.
Kesin çirkin kral, kesin.
So now there's lean towards B main with Foxy actually hitting this rotate.
Aynen bu Coca-Cola şeylerini, kapaklarını falan mı stackledi acaba?
Oo, siktir lan olabilir.
I think they're both suppressed off that as
Bana
well.
atma oğlum, git Sinco'ya Minco'ya at bari amına koyayım.
And now here comes the hit. Patty gonna try and close the gap, and Chronicles on the swing. He's been dealt with by Cruz in the quick follow-up. That is, the timing was absolute perfection.
Arkadaşlar,
Yıkıldık ya, yıkıldık kanka. Bunlar da for sleep.
But I love that space, timing. That's
El kazanıyorlar ya. Dede günündeymiş abi.
Just fine.
Oğlum, bu pek şizo gibi konuşmuyor. Bu kim amına koyayım ya?
Bu kim amına koyayım ya hakikaten?
Şizo
sen bir
Haklı
DC gel
başladı
bir.
ya.
Şizo'nun hesabında biri mi var amına koyayım?
Vallahi ben değilim.
Oğlum haberiniz var mı Şizo'dan nerede falan diye?
Abi
Bir arasanıza şunu.
arayın abi. Kafası güzel gerçi.
Kafası- Ahmet abi Immo 2 Elo'da bugün kötü oynadığım bir maçta takım toksik olduğu için mute atmıştım. Daha sonradan mute açtığımda hepsi küfür etmeye devam ediyorlardı. Ve report edeceğiz dediler. Trollden maçtan sonra bir hafta ban yedim, ticket attım. Tamamı gelmemiş. Kardeşim bununla ilgili zaten benim yapabileceğim hiçbir şey yok. Yani boşuna bana anlatıyorsun. Bekir olabilir Ferit. Abi şizofren.
Abi öyle biri yok.
Bekir miymiş?
Vallahi şizo açmıyor telefonu.
Nasıl şizo açmıyor ya? Lan ne oldu çocuğa?
Ali, şizo.
Lan Bekir ne yapıyorsun şizonun hesabında?
Cruz will be enough.
Sushi Boys and Nats on the same sense today.
Yeah,
Bekir
it
değil.
seems like it. It happens. So, 4-play stack towards the B site, and Nats with the Spectre left to his own devices.
Oğlum bu şizo o şizo değil ki amına koyayım ya. Oğlum nickine benzetmiş adam amına koyayım. Ha o şizo değil.
Oğlum o.
Nasıl ya o? O harbiden.
O.
Vallahi yazdım.
Geldim lan diyor.
Benim
Benim amına koyayım. Oğlum sen salak mısın? Niye atıyorsun hala bitleri baba? Sen bu dedikleri nereden buldun bu bitleri?
Niye bitti konuşuyor? Gel
Evet
kanalına
bitle
konuş.
konuşuyor. Gelsene bir DC sen. Gel gel.
Should clear out actually on the back of that as well. Going to give X10 a lot of space to work with here.
Door's about to come tumbling down and the site's about to be taken, but I'm a little
Alo.
scared because there is
Alo.
a stack in somewhat still placed.
Alo, ne yapıyorsunuz?
Let's see if that
Selamünaleyküm.
damage
İyi,
can
sen
come
ne yapıyorsun?
through.
Öldün sandık pezevenk.
Oğlum hesabını çaldılar sandık.
Ha, yok lan.
Clean from X10.
Niye bit atıyorsun?
Play the stack and they walk away the victors
Param var.
and Nats is
Nasıl
irrelevant.
param var amına
Tabii.
koyayım?
And repeat.
Nasıl olabilir böyle bir şey ya?
Reklam izledim abi.
Nereden buldun bu bitleri?
Reklam.
Ya oğlum salak mısın sen? Nereden buldun? Doğru.
Aldım bunu koyayım ya.
Oğlum niye bit aldın sen? Salak mısın?
Oğlum
Geçen Sami'ye de attım.
Hasta herif ya. Gerçekten sıkılıyor bu çocuk ya. Evde oturuyor. Sıkılıyor abi.
Okay.
Ne yapsam diyor ya. Bana niye atıyorsun oğlum? Bir sürü bit attın. 500 bit attın amına koyayım.
700 attım da.
ne diyorsun?
Still got Cruz, but it's all good.
Still finds 3 there in that scenario.
Niye atıyor?
Just don't go
Sıkıntıdan mı?
Sıkıldım ya. Ferit vallahi. Kanka doğru çıksanıza şu maçlı Gambit'le Allah kazanacak işte elemanları ya. Alo.
That's another one for the now.
Salak.
100
Kafam gidek amına koyayım. 5'e 5 gelin ya kanka. Alo.
Olmaz olmaz oynayamam.
It's honestly a pretty decent idea.
Ferit bağış ister de bit istemez. Öyle değil.
Tabii.
Bize. Tabii. Tabii.
Mesela bir kripto başı patlar ama şizo.
Oh, do you like that when you're calm? 9 to 6.
İade edemem ki. İade yok abi
This
bizde.
buy round goes wonky because you'd surely think, oh, they're trying to just navigate around Nats. Maybe we're going to hit that adjustment with him, but I want to see how they approach with the utility as well. So I'd love you to keep your eye on that because I want to see if they try and adjust.
Böyle
off the
Super
fact of
People
having
diye bir
that
oyun
KO
çıkmış
in
gördün
play.
mü?
However, the first challenge will be Defo and he's
Süper ne?
with what?
Super People.
Sushi Boys just slices through
Defo
and away we go. In
Aa, no,
the
neymiş?
Gördün mü?
Görmedim.
Battle Royale. PUBG'nin böyle skill'li versiyonu.
Aa.
Şakasız.
Bir daha söyle bakayım adını.
Super People ya bildiğin. Süper insanlar tabii.
Super people.
Ücretsiz bir de.
He's stuck on the Spectre still.
Yeah.
Oynadın mı?
Oynadım.
Nasıl?
3 saat oynadım. Fena değil ya. Yani güzel oynanabilir. Çerezlik. Ya sen maç arasında falan oynanır yani.
Aa. Request access diyor.
Direkt tıkla ona veriyor ya direkt.
And it's easier said than done because I feel like
30 GB bu
I
arada.
know we don't have like target picks and bans, but I feel this is
Aa.
right. Like this just feels like they've absolutely seen Nats, this is his.
İndirirsem
Let's just
drop olur.
work around it. Again, it feels like
30
he's walking
GB,
away
ne
from
oha.
this as he gets to keep what they have. That's one remove.
Böyle oyun güzel gibi değil gibi de.
I think they walked away
Ama
with
bana oynattı yani. 200 saat oynadım ben.
there or two.
güzel gibi değil gibi de.
Like actually ended.
Aynen
Ben
öyle
de sen
anlayacaksın.
sıkıldığın için
Oynayınca
oynamış olamaz mısın?
Kot olabilir de. Kot olabilir de.
Şu an indiriyor
Yok, çok
ama
oynadım.
Quite good at this.
tabii anasını sikti ya.
Drop girdi bile şu an.
Evet. Bunu durdurdum.
And again, it's now we see
Bunu
Gambit
indiririm sonra.
pump the brakes, call a timeout because
Aynen lan.
there's a little
Sınırı
disconnect.
belirlesem.
Something is
indirme
fundamentally
sınırı.
not working.
Evet.
Ayarlar.
10-20 yapsan olur herhalde.
Actually,
Bahane.
conversely, say X10 is just doing everything right now.
Yes.
It's difficult for any team to really
Düşük band
Yok, şuradan
genişliği
iyi bu
modu.
arada.
what X10 have achieved so far on this
Steam
stack.
ayarlarından
Again,
yapacaksın ya
it's
oradan
after
direkt.
a pistol round
Steam ayarlarını
drops,
indirmelere
round
gel.
two
Oradan
force
direkt
comes back in.
Tam
It's almost
kütüphaneden
like
düşük
back
band
foot,
genişliği
never
modunu
really
açıyorum işte.
Get started or get comfortable in their defensive half.
And I don't think I've seen someone push Gambit like this, at least in the way of like, you know, creating discomfort with Nats, who's really good at finding that next layer to it.
Gitti.
Bir
We've seen
dakika.
none of the
Gene
other players
gitti.
really finding much stopping power on those BPs coming in.
İndirmeler.
That
indirmelere
is-
gel.
again, though,
Direkt
I
orada
would
var
say,
ya,
like, everything so
sınırlama var
far,
bak.
Band genişliğini sınırla.
the force bar
Kaç
worked out
vereyim?
really well, that was fantastic.
Yani normalde
Timing
100'le mi
and
indiriyorsun
spacing
sen?
was great.
5000 kbb ile
Both
indirsin
being
ya.
invested as
5
well. Like, we've seen a lot of
megabaytla
the kind of
saniyede.
hard to
Onu
counter
vereyim.
pieces coming out now.
You don't have them every round.
Bakalım ne
round.
olacak.
This comes back to that innovation again. X10 have to keep kind
Heh
of
düzeldi, drop geçti. Tamam 5'te sorun yok. 10 yapalım.
Keep Gambit guessing
Onda da
and
olmaz
almost
ya.
bait them
İndirme
into
bekliyoruz zaten.
exploring parts of their
Evet.
map and overstepping the mark and all those
10
things where
yaptım.
you do then start to lean towards Gambit potentially making a couple of mistakes, right?
Onda da problem yok.
İyi.
Bir 15 yapalım.
Yeterli, gerek yok, onunla.
Dur oğlum
Trying to
bakalım.
ya bir
identify where
saatte.
players are, trying to get a
15.
feel for it, see if they can bring that KO to the right place. Let's see what they do here. And
15'te de
aggression is
sorun
in
yok.
Gambit. Look at
30'u
this
falan
player.
indirir bu
Short,
arada.
short,
20,
pushing through
30'u
an A.
takılır
Shados. Oh no,
Ben
he
25
he's
Abi.
absolutely
Yarım
eaten
saat
it from
takla iyiymiş.
Scary. Now yes, the mid play comes in, but it's going to be noted. The spike's been dropped and Defo ain't stopping. He's going to try and push further forward. He takes the fight, he loses it. Foxy's there and
Yapma
now
lan
Nats.
anti.
Oh, and it's the player you didn't want on the other side. He's giving you that KO. He's got your number.
İyi, iyi, iyi.
And speaking of numbers,
Kanka,
X10
gerçekten
are
map'i veriyorlar mı ya?
right now.
Evet yıkılıyorlar ya.
Getting a
Koşuyorlar
little
sürekli.
worrying. And you get worried when you see Gambit try and do something like that.
Yerlerden önce kill bulmaya çalışıyorlar.
It really is. It's,
As a life lesson.
but again, it's this X10 kind of it's leaning one way, and it's opposite ends of the extreme as well. It's either super aggro or it's super.
Koltuktan niye böyle sesler geliyor?
Again, Scary there. He's the contingency, right? And that's something that you credit in a team like this with the way we've seen him perform and kind of be unorthodox. Those are the things that are actually the second
Maçız.
positives to pull out of a roster like this.
Kaçta indiriyorsun? 20 ile mi?
17.
Ya
Something
defol.
in the air in this tournament. There's
Oğlum
something
defol git
about
ya.
it.
Haha.
These underdogs keep seeming to have their day, but they're not across the
Kanka
finish
buradan çevirir ya Gambit.
line. Tied up in maps. If that's
Belli olmaz
something
sağları
Cruz
solları.
managed to get
Defanslar bir de ya.
Let's see what Cruz has for us now. He has been tailor-made to counter
Set piece
Nats,
here, yeah.
and it is very.
O nereye
much a
gidiyor
set
amına
piece.
koyayım?
The flash
Oy, ne
strike
güzel
after
yere
the
gidiyor lan.
Alpha goes in
Eyvallah.
and they've made at least a little bit of progress towards the site.
6'da patlatıyor
Nats
ya
gonna do
o.
what Nats does best though. Let's see if he is in his element at the moment. We see the Seekers come down as well. But
Net,
it's still
sana
Cruz to
bakıyordum,
find
hadi.
Shados. Nats is still standing and still alive.
Nice.
Bir,
And this is
bu
why
iki.
you do not go near Nats on this map. You avoid him at all costs. You do
Ah,
not
ona da
take that
headshot
fight. He's
attı.
still doing damage. But it is a 3v2.
Aldı Redgar aldı.
Can Foxy and
Can
Sushi
54
do
çok az.
something though to try
Tek
and
mermi.
bring that
Nice
back?
oğlum.
Protocol
Nice.
denies it.
Tertemiz.
Where the
Aa bunu bilmiyorlar.
Sushi boys just
Ya, ya,
on
sıkıntı yok
Protocol
ya.
just thought about it.
Tabii.
No, that is
Tabii.
galaxy
Çok iyi be,
brainwork
Chronicle
Tabii.
oldu
from
be.
Chronicle
Hiç
to
problem
turn.
yok.
Pay attention and keep in mind the flank.
And that's crucial. They got 4 more rounds to find. 3 survive, 3 rounds.
Abi oyun
saved
indirdikten
across.
sonra oyun içinde sakın mağazaya tıklama. Neden?
See if X10 now switch things up just a little bit. And again, it's
Çıplaklığım
like
var.
Custom klavye çünkü bu gibi nerede. Gentex 45. renkli olsun. Hasan için kazanır. Bunu Gambit kazanır. Bunu X mi kazanır diyorsan pratik diyorum ben. Okula teşekkür ederim, helal bitmiş. Abi normalde Shizu'ya atıyorum, o da buraya harcıyormuş, ben direkt sana atayım demiş Burakcan. Al işte bak. Teşekkür ederim Burakcan. Ekva abi 280 Hz 27 Zol monitör mü? Daha iyi yoksa 280 neden açık? 24.5 tercih ederim. Eğer FPS oyunu oynuyorsan 24.5 tercih edersin. Tryhard FPS oyunu oynuyorsan. Ama tryhard değilsen, casual oyuncuysan 27 inç. Ben mesela 27 inç monitörde yapamıyorum ana monitörüm. Çünkü FPS oyunu, tryhard oynuyorum. O 27 inç çok büyük geliyor.
I'm going to be honest, you might want to keep that up. You might need to back away. This might be 12 on the board.
Map lose ya, salsınlar bence uğraşmasın. Oynayamıyor.
Kanka 12'yi verdiler zaten. Oğlum yeniyormuş bir de X10 kanka. Son map neydi? Breeze miydi? Breeze aynen.
Galiba. Hani Brown diyen bilir mi? Siktir et. Yanlışlıkla şeyi yeniyorlar bu turnuvayı.
Tüh aman. Gece mağazası bakmadım abi çünkü zaten çoğu skin var bende.
Çocuk kötü yakalandı burada. Let's go.
Karnıma çıktı. Aa Choco Prens'im var. Choco Prens'im.
Choco Prens mi?
Oh, this is what I need today. I was getting a little down in the dumps after map 1, but a little bit of something to bring in here for map 2. 12-7. Map point now for X10. This could take us to a third. This is a quarterfinal if you're just tuning in. And already playing ahead of it. That's a good little trade out. Cruz will take that every day of the week. There is still Nats and he's still here. Now he's been finding it a little tougher to find some of that brilliance that he's known for because he has been shut down, pushed around and bullied. But he's back to the wall. Can he do anything? No. Sushi Boys dicing him up. It's down to a 4v3. The divide's still in place and the spike going down.
Again, beautiful. They find the first Nats has so many things to deal with there.
Ultimiz hiçbir şeyimiz yok.
Able to find a clean engagement even on the back of the spike hammer, trap wire, nothing. This Fury will come out here from Foxy as well, just a little ahead of the retake. No tags found.
Taking the first few steps. The flash to the corner doesn't get
Herif main'den döndü, midden geliyor. Ay.
GG kanka imkanı yok böyle almaların.
Cruz on the back lines detects them both. He knows what's coming in. He's going to shut down Defo. Scary follows up into Redcar. Oh my word! You talk of dreams of greatness. It starts with a blank canvas. X10 just got it.
Hadi bakalım.
Opened up map 3. This is the unknown. Breeze is going to be coming up soon.
To say that X10's only hope was to come out and win Fracture, and they put on a performance like that on Ascent. You can see it there, feeling it now.
They're loving it.
And again, these guys, in terms of the performance so far, there's nothing left to prove, right? These guys are just, they're playing for it. They're gunning for Gambit right now, and again, Gambit, a couple of these rounds, they're beginning to sweat, right? They're looking a little rattled in terms of some of these setups, and I'm terrified now for map 3, Lauren.
Nah, I'm loving it. I'm there with them. This is what I want for a quarterfinals. I want Gambit to be tested. And you know what? I don't know what we're going to see. It's going to be more map 1 where Defo's going to pop
Custom
off.
klavye kullanıyor hepsi.
Those individual clutches don't quite come through for X10. A couple here and there, sure. But is it going to be more like this? Tailor-made poison to Nats. These boys were so ready to deny him on this map. And I don't think any of us saw it going down this way.
No, absolutely not. You can see just... Again, this credits some of the preparation, right?
Fener maçı ne oldu?
Fearlessly against a player like Nats.
Al Okno daha iyi.
Yeah, full faith in the play. And again, they have to
Bak
build
siz
around
teşekkür
it.
ederim. Gentex
These rounds are
5.
going to look like
renkli
that
olsun.
death ball strat, and actually X10 look fantastic doing it.
I'm just... I absolutely love it. I'll take updates all day long. I don't care if it's NA, EU, I could not care less. More of this.
Klavyeye bak sik kadar.
And, well... Breeze as the final map here. We said it map 1, that was the opportunity. Map 2, no way. And map 3 won't even get there.
Dedik bana bir kastım ya. Kastım klavyemi ya bana.
Abi o kadar güzel şeyler var ki atacağım şimdi Zinka
Abi
bakarsın.
diyorsun.
Valla.
Bakayım.